Hello everybody. As Sarah's introduced me, I'm an illustrator from Nottingham, obviously. I sort of specialise in doing portraiture of people. I do a lot of work in the UK burlesque scene, which is why I've done a lot of work with Susie with corsetry and various things. I also do a lot of stuff for brides, so we've combined forces on several occasions. The first thing that sort of leads into the rest of my talk, if you like, is to take things off the back boiler. I have a huge amount of things that for the past 5 years I have been planning to do, meaning to do, and I want to get that going. I've got these on auto time, so they're probably going to go through really quickly. So that leads on to, I want to look outside of Nottingham. I've done an awful lot of stuff in Nottingham. I've done events, I've done gallery management, all sorts of things, and I love Nottingham. I intend to stay here, but I don't want to be sort of confined by it, and I don't want to be insular, because I find myself getting that way sometimes by being here. So my little picture of binocular lady is looking outside of Nottingham. Doing events outside of Nottingham. Like I said, I've organised a lot of events in Nottingham. I want to start doing sort of bigger, better targeted events that I can take advantage of better footfall to reach more people and to talk to more people, because a lot of the strength in my business is to be able to talk to people and be associated with what I do. Another thing that I really want to sort of try and get done this year, and to explore this year, whether it happens or not doesn't matter to me as such. I just want to say that, tick it off my list, if you like, is representation by a gallery and an agent for my illustration, which is something I've sort of had a little bit in the past, but not really anything hugely successful, or where I've really felt they've been really pushing what I do. So this is probably not the best example of my illustration, I just like to say, because I did it yesterday afternoon with a felt tip pen. So please look at my website, I was going to see something good. Next thing. So I'd like some celebrity clients. I know it's very shallow, but Susie has celebrity clients. I want Girls Aloud, and Big Brother contestants, anybody really. So, it would just be fun. I'm imagining just saw this picture. I might get that desperate. I want to get into a few more licensing contracts this year. I've got something in the pipeline which is hopefully going to come through, which is like a craft rubber stamps, I believe it is, which hopefully will happen soon. But I also I've done things like bags and t-shirts, but I want to take it to the next level and in a bigger, grander scale. So that's kind of one of my big things this year. Continue to work on pages for people's special occasions. That's one of the big things that I do, is work one-on-one with clients to do bespoke portraiture. Working on a piece for someone at the moment, which is of his pregnant wife, which is a really nice one. It's going to be a surprise for her. So things like that, like bridal portraits. I love doing that. It's my favourite bit of the business. So I want to continue doing that. And spoil my loyal customers. Customers that go way back, and they always seem to come back. And I've not done enough to spoil them. Like, I had Christmas cards printed and I never sent them to them. And I just want to make sure that I do actually do that. They're all sitting in a box, which is not really the best place for them. Also, I had some advice a couple of years ago from a lovely lady called Anne Martin, who is sort of business guru in Nottingham. And she said, you can sack your bad clients and keep the good ones. And the more you sack the bad ones, the more good ones you will get. And that's, I think, a fantastic piece of advice. And I haven't sacked my rubbish clients. I've been too scared to do it. But I think this year, having seen a few people lead by example, I think there's a few people that need to go. So that's my Alan Sugar, you're fired thing. So, and I can maybe pay next week, maybe next year, maybe never, because there's a few that are always like that. This is a bit of a techie thing. I've been talking to a few techie digital consultants. I'm not terribly technically minded, but I keep going on websites where you can directly put things on Twitter or on Facebook, and I really want my images to be tweetable or shareable in some way. I think that would really be great for my website, so that's something I really want to do this year. Dance Macabre. This is our organisation I'm part of. We do exhibitions in Nottingham. Last year we did one in London. This year our plan is to take over New York. So that hopefully will happen. And if anyone's met any of them, that's what they look like. Three people that I work with. So they haven't seen that, they'll probably be upset. Dr. Sketchy Nottingham. Again, something we started last year. It's kind of franchise and it's burlesque / cabaret life drawing. We're doing it in Nottingham, next one's February the 20th. Want to continue doing it because it's been fantastic. We've had about 60 people at some of the events, which for an art class basically is phenomenal. But I want to make it more financially rewarding because we've put a lot of outlay into it to get some great burlesque performers in, but we haven't made an awful lot of money from it, so I'd like to make it a bit more balanced. So my personal life is the next few things. I want to be a domestic goddess because I don't really cook and I don't really clean. If it wasn't for my wonderful other half, the house would probably have fallen down by now. So I do bake. I do make nice cakes. So I want to be more of a domestic goddess. I also want to be healthier, more active, because I think, like Susie said, if you don't look after your health, then where are you? And I have various health problems that make me very tired and sleepy and things like that. So I want to try and get out there, and I'm going swimming on Thursday. That's a start. So I want a health buddy. So maybe we could go. Susie, we can go do stuff together. I'll do that dancing class that you were doing. Make more time for friends and family. I'm terrible. I'm like, Mum, you've got to book an appointment. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to be a bit nicer to my family and friends and make a bit more time for them because I can be a bit of a workaholic and I think you've got to see people. And over Christmas I saw loads of people and it was really great and really good fun and I'd forgotten how nice it was. And also make time for planning my wedding in September. That's Susie putting a veil on me and telling me to go away. So, because Susie's making my wedding dress. So, you don't have a nose, sorry. Did it very quickly. So, yeah, I keep, again, another thing I've been putting on the back burner that needs to be done. This is a bit of, not really one that I've given much thought to, but I would really like to do more teaching. I've done lecturing and stuff like that at the unis, and I'd like to do some one-on-one like tuition or do little workshops. Dr. Sketchy is rather a big thing. We don't teach directly, it's more of a sort of fun thing. I'd like to do some sort of more teaching, basically. Better than that, though. Stay focused. Last year was a bit of a nightmare for distractions. Particularly with Dance Macabre, we had a lot of problems. We were trying to book a venue for an exhibition, and we got very distracted by things like people coming in and going, this would be amazing, we should do this, and this would be amazing, and us writing proposals for things, and in the end we completely lost what we wanted to do along the way. So really important this year, we want to stay focused on our own goals and not let other people kind of come in, although collaboration is important, not let other people kind of distract us. And get tough, which is sacking the clients and not being walked over, basically, which I can be, I think you said, Susie said that kindness can be misconstrued as weakness, and I think that's a really important thing.
Stop smiling so much. You don't die.
I'll look more angry and tough. This is my last thing. This is something my dad said to me at the beginning of the year. And I said to Susie the other week as well. He told me not to be a busy fool. He said I was a busy fool, and he was very right. And it was something I was very aware of, but I hadn't heard it said in that way before. And it was very much a kind of a realisation in a way, as he was saying, you're spending a lot of time and effort on things which aren't giving you a big return. So stop being a busy fool. So that's my main thing for the year, is to be clever and busy.